Hawaiian culture-based education is really to support our learners here in Hawaii. Hawaii has a very specific way of doing things with a very specific mindset on resources. And therefore, our teaching and our learning should all be based on that, from that mindset, that worldview.
This is a big part of the Hawaii Papaʻokeʻau plan, which is the University of Hawaii's implementation plan to become an indigenous-serving, foremost indigenous-serving institution, and a Hawaiian place of learning. So we sat down with our division and our Hawaiian Council and others.
We knew right away that we wanted to do something to support our students, but we also wanted to do something to support our faculty and staff on campus.
We wrote this faculty development program into it where we would have cohorts every year. And we would introduce them to how we implement culture and place-based in our different work areas.
The program was open to administrators, faculty, staff, administrative support staff, and ground staff. So that's building the community, and it's then seeing everybody who's on campus as an educator. I think programs like this are really important in all campuses. I think for one, we've compartmentalized learning. We've compartmentalized what our jobs are, our roles are on campus. And this Hoʻāla Hou program was actually building community and breaking down those walls.
You know, our motto has always been what's good for Hawaiians is good for all of our students, and that's something we've always imparted on them. We also wanted it to be clear that we're not expecting them to teach Hawaiian culture. We're not expecting them to teach Hawaiian studies. It's an understanding that you're grasping the basic concepts of culture and place-based education and the importance of being culturally grounded and culturally relevant, and how that can impact the students on campus.
We ask our students to participate in whatever program we come up with, but it's not fair to ask our students if our faculty, staff, and administration hasn't necessarily gone through the same experience.
The sort of really main goal was to build a sense of community. For me, that common language was Hawaiian culture. Really developing that piko'u, that receptiveness, that openness, that idea is like, you know, what's good for Hawaiians is good for everybody else. I think that was really the goal, to build that here on our campus. We use these words like professional development and training, but what it really was to really immerse our faculty and staff into what it means to understand culture, what it means to understand place.
We're gonna kilo our body, and then we're gonna let go. Let it go out to the ocean. Today is all about cleansing and healing and understanding that true concept of what our ancestors, all of our ancestors, wanted us to know. How to get back in tune with nature. And then everything else just falls into place.
I hope to really learn more about my worldview and also learn more about how we can really bring who students are as valuable and really emphasize that with them and help them see that that's equally important as the other things that they learn while they're here. I'm just really excited to get to know all of you and to know about
There's many hesitations of enrolling in a program that was Hawaiian. Many people thought, oh, is this really for me? You know, I'm not Hawaiian. Should I be learning this? Should I be doing this? But I think it's more than just professional development. It's really about building relationships. What really came out of this is those relationships that are really long lasting.
I think some of the most impactful might actually be what could be considered the smallest acts, the smallest gestures, kind of just being in a place, being around people and taking in as much as I can of what's around me, of seeing how people greet one another, how people offer themselves to each other, offer themselves to the aina, offer themselves to the task at hand. What's beautiful about that is that can happen anywhere, and so just seeing that all the time.
Personal, yeah. It felt anxiety producing for me because I was sitting here and I just wanted to like ask. We had a model, which was very helpful.
We were just told, look at this and figure it out.
Yeah, but I think we wanted the instructions.
So we end up with that.
Yeah,
No, these are the learners that like the facts. We have no facts. Very, very frustrating. It was very frustrating.
But this is, yeah, it's a good one, because I was like, am I in the wrong group? So yeah, it was clever. Cindy did a much better job. She had better visuals. Yeah.
They're the ones that like to touch things and do things.
We talked a lot.
I'm kind of feeling anxiety right now because I really want to finish this.
We sort of developed it around this metaphor of a popo. It's sort of the carrying net, which Auntie Jurina taught us. And so we developed it around this idea of a popo, meaning that it would it's this carrying net that would hold students, right? It's these different apo, right? These 4 apo are the 4 competencies, right? Ike ponua, Ike pikohu, Ike pilina, and then Ike koleana. So those are sort of the 4, I guess, Ike are sort of competencies that we kind of were imagining that our participants would need. That these get tied together, bound together. So they're all really kind of intertwined in the center, which is holding the students. And at the pico of that is Ike Hawaii, meaning Hawaiian culture.
Being a part of this cohort and learning more about the history of this campus, I felt a greater connection to this campus as a whole.
And the connections really are rewarding. You know, you got community, for instance.